I am freezing my butt off today in the warehouse, but that's okay because I just picked up another big collection of sports cards. So, of course, I found this deal locally on Facebook Marketplace and I bought it. So, I paid $400 for this entire collection that I'm going to show you. And the backstory I got on it was that this guy bought it from a buddy of his, and his buddy does storage unit auctions. What I can see, I think whoever owned it at one point, whoever it was a dealer. So there's, some price tags on things, and the cards are organized just like a dealer would organize them, and that's okay. I knew what I was buying when I purchased them. I met the guy. He was super awesome about it, and this is the way that I prefer to buy cards. So a lot of guys out there now, of course, are into breaks, and that's okay to a certain degree. But it's hard to, be involved in breaks and make money at it. So a lot of people's motivation, I'm not saying everybody's, but a lot of people's motivation behind being in sports cards is not only because they enjoy them, it's because it's an investment, and they're trying to make money while doing it. So the way that I find that works best for me, at least, is I like to buy local collections and split them up. So I like to do bulk buys. And then what I do is I go in, split them up by player, Hall of Famers, rookies, and then I eventually auction them. So I have my own auction website that I run, and all these cards that you see will be offered up for auction very soon. And I'm going to show you guys kind of the overview of what I've got going on here. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you around. What a transformation right there. So what we have going on is I've got a few of these boxes here, and I'll give you the brief grand tour. So this box was labeled all basketball rookies. So super easy. I know what's in there. Haven't been through the majority of this box yet. This box had an assortment of sports, and it contained mostly baseball. What you see here now is actually, the stuff that wasn't as important to pull out that I'm just going to leave in there, and we'll sell it as a giant lot there. This box I'm still kind of going through, and it featured a ton of Hall of Famers from, like basketball. So we had Scottie Pippen, John Stockton. I know there was some Kobe Bryants, among a whole bunch of other big names, Charles Barkley, and the list goes on. So this is part of this collection. There was another box. I actually took it home because it's a lot warmer than working in the warehouse, and I kind of sorted through that the other day. So I still have a lot of sorting to do. I've got more work that I want to do tonight, and then obviously I still have to get through this stuff, but that's not all of it. So then, and I've got clutter all around. I've got boxes upon boxes. So let me clear a path here. But we move on, and we've got a bunch of albums. So we've got NASCAR, which, nothing probably too crazy in there. Drew Brees. Then we move on to football. And there's players like Peyton Manning and stuff like that in there. We have a whole album of Cincinnati Reds cards. Probably nothing too crazy in there, unfortunately. Then we've got this nice basketball set. I believe this is a 2006 set. And I'm thinking it's complete. I thought it was kind of neat that they had Mickey Mantle here as the number 7 card. That was kind of fun. We have another football album here, and all kinds of stars, and again, Hall of Famers even. Some of the newer guys in here, and we have another basketball album. And on top of that, I have another album at my house. Actually, I say another album, but it's like 3 albums at my place. So I'm going to be going through that stuff tonight, later this evening, and I'm going to show you guys, what I find and what's going on there. I can't wait to get home and out of the warehouse. It's not really a fun place to be this time of year, and we'll see what we can find. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully, if I actually do what I'm supposed to do tonight, the next clip in here, it'll flash to what I find. So, All right, so it's the very next day, and I took yesterday evening to go through some more cards and pull out what I thought was worth pulling out to sell in the upcoming auction. So I wanted to show you guys what I found in there. And keep in mind, this is only probably a quarter of this collection that I've went through. So I've got quite a bit more. And there's a good mix of baseball, basketball, and football. And I found some of those oddball, refractors and insert cards from the late 90s and early 2000s that I was looking for. And that's exactly what I was hoping to find in this collection. I knew by finding those type of cards, it would really save my butt with the resale value of this collection. This is something like I've never done before. So typically I'll buy a collection because I can see, a handful of cards that I know I can get my money back on, and then I know that the additional cards are all my bonus. That's my profit right there. So buying this style of collection is a little bit different for me. I have a quantity over quality aspect to this buyout. So it's definitely interesting, and I'm going to try to keep you guys updated as best as I can along the way. I'll spoil it a little bit. I haven't found a card that's going to make me a millionaire quite yet, but that's okay. There's some really neat stuff, and I want to show you guys what I found so far. So let's take a look. All right, so I have this box here for you guys, and I'm going to show you what I've done here. So you can see these bunches of cards, and these are all lots or groupings that I've put together. So this one's a baseball one that contains all stars and Hall of Famers. So I had a good amount of these in that box, and I gotta be careful because these things are slippery and they'll slide right out. So I've got some Derek Jeter rookies. So at least that was a good pickup. We've got plenty of basketball in here, and this tape is sticking together. It's hard to do with one hand. Oh, let's see. All right, cool. I need to stop messing with these because I can already tell you by the looks of that one, I am going to drop these cards everywhere. So anyway, these are groupings of cards, and it is a split between baseball, basketball, and football. So pretty much everything here is groups. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like 14-ish groups of cards, all, like I said, all Hall of Famers, stars, whatever. Oh, here's another one we're going to add to the mix. Again, small grouping of stars and Hall of Famers there. Actually, I think that might be all Hall of Famers. And now let's check out some singles. So how can I do this? All right. This is what we're going to do. So this is what I was hoping to find. Let me move my coffee. That way I'm not casting such a horrible shadow. And push that box back there. All right, cool. This is what I was hoping to find in this collection. And pretty much this is why I bought it. Just these oddball 90s, early 2000s insert cards. A lot of times these are going to be, 10, 15, 20 bucks here and there. We've got a Shaquille O'Neal. And then there were some really nice, clean 1970s Hall of Famer cards. So we've got Frank Robertson, Vita Blue. We're going to have a big run of these. Willie Stargell, make that 2. And we jump over to a Steven Strasburg Bowman rookie, if I can talk right today. We have Al Kaline. And of course, Lou Gehrig there. Let's pull out another stack. So pretty clean cards there. Looks like another grouping. So we've got a couple Scottie Pippen, Topps Finest. I believe that's 94. This is a pretty cool card, and I'm going to try to sit down because this is not fun. All right, let's try this. All right, so check this out. This is actually a wooden card on the front. At least that's what I think it is. So the back, you can see it looks like a regular card. And you flip it over, and when you feel it too, you can actually feel wood grain, and that's limited to 1,300. Again, one of those oddball inserts, that are worth decent money. So that's probably, I don't know, 15 bucks there. And we have a Vita Blue, Alkaline. We've got the Ty Cobb. Another oddball here. This is a Juan Gonzalez, and it is numbered out of 100. If I can get that on camera to focus. And you can see it's got a kind of a funky pattern in the foil. That's what you're really looking for. Anything that stands out and looks different. Same thing here. Here's a Jason Williams. I believe this is a rookie card, and I believe that's why I pulled it and set it aside. Scottie Pippen. That's a neat looking card there with the blue foil. Here's Hakeem. This is a die cut. Again, most of these cards are in pretty clean shape. There's another Hakeem. I think I've got two of these actually, and that's a refractor. This is a really cool insert card. Wish I found more of these. And I know this, reflecting on camera doesn't help, but really, really neat card here. There's another Hakeem. And there's another die cut. I actually couldn't find this card on eBay. So I found it without the cut serrations on the exterior. Try getting that into a penny sleeve. That was pretty difficult. Probably can't say what I was going to say on here. And then we've got this Kevin Garnett. So pretty cool stuff. All right, so like I said, nothing too crazy. I don't think I'm quite at the break-even point yet. Like I said, paid $400 for that entire collection. We're going to see what we can pull out of it. I'm organizing these lots for our upcoming auction, and you never know what's going to happen at auction. You have that whole competitive bidding edge to things that can help drive up prices. So we'll see. There's a lot of good inserts and stuff of that nature. I would say the majority of the collection, when I was running through, these few boxes throughout, last night, yesterday evening, I would say the majority of cards are truly $1 to $2 cards. So for somebody who has the perfect setup and who doesn't mind pushing out those cards, uploading those type of cards to platforms like eBay and sitting on them for a while, this collection would be ideal for them, and it would probably be a cash cow, honestly. Over the course of a year, I'm sure these cards would sell individually. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of setup. There's a lot of guys out there with these. Actually, I learned about them yesterday with these fancy scanners, and some of you out there might have them yourself, where you load your cards into this scanner. It'll run through them automatically, and it'll actually scan the card front and back, so it generates pictures, and it'll use AI technology to develop the title, the description, everything. I mean, it's super cool technology to see firsthand. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Maybe one day I'll get my hand on one and I'll start doing that. But right now I'm kind of limited. So I just kind of sell, if I can't sell it individually, I usually group it up to encourage, more money for that stuff and kind of just move it along. So that's what it's all about. And I'll give you another update here soon. As you can see, I've got like maybe 7 videos now, and a couple of them can't even count because they're the YouTube shorts. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I don't know, what should we do today? Okay, all right, what should we do? We should, what's your favorite sports card currently in your collection? Not that you've ever had. What's your favorite sports card currently in your collection? I don't want any stories about how we had, Mickey Mantle rookie cards we put in our bicycle spokes. What do you have right now that is your favorite card in your collection, and why? Till next time, see you guys around. Happy collecting.